Joss Stone, who's joined us today. How are you?
I'm fine. It's a lovely day today.
It's beautiful. You've got your summer frock on as well.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring it out quickly before the sun goes away.
Yeah, absolutely. And while you can still wear sleeveless.
Yes.
Because, you know, we're talking today about age.
Oh,
We're talking today about age. Well, you're quite old now, aren't you? What,
I'm
24?
really old. Yeah, I'm 26.
My goodness.
I know. I'm closer to 30 than I am 20 now. It's quite scary.
Well, having started at, was it 14 when you kind of broke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
about
do
then.
you feel the passage of time, Joss?
I do. It's ticking on, Judy.
You've got shoes on, so you are.
I'm wearing shoes. I'm growing up.
You are.
It's weird. It's quite odd for me.
Because they won't let you in that supermarket in Tiverton
Without shoes
your
on.
shoes
in
on.
fact, I've been told off a couple times for that.
Well, it's health and safety.
Yes,
my girl.
I know. It's not good.
It's not good
when
for
you're
you
going
at
to the
all.
beach and, you know.
It's fine.
Come
It's
on.
horses for courses. But
Yeah, but not in the supermarket.
No hairy armpits. Ever.
No.
Ever. So, how are you? Because grim old start to the year.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But how are you?
No,
now?
I'm fine.
Good.
I'm absolutely
Good.
fine. I've got my doggies.
Good.
I'm happy. They
I'm
protect
pleased to
me,
hear.
keep me safe.
Good, because
Yeah.
you know, any of us in the public eye, let alone in your position,
Yeah.
we don't even like people to criticise us. So to think there are people out there that want to do you harm,
I know.
is very unnerving.
Yeah, it's a bit harsh.
It is a bit
a little
harsh,
bit
isn't
odd.
it? But you're
you know,
okay. Good.
it's just something to add to the tapestry of life, I guess. A story to tell my grandchildren.
Yours must be the size of the Bayeux tapestry by now.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful. I can't wait to get it
You've
done.
packed it in, haven't you, my girl? I mean,
Yeah.
like stories and things. Because
Yeah.
you don't. I was thinking about you last night because I saw you on Jonathan Ross the other week.
Yeah.
God,
That
amazing.
was funny.
It was very funny. But I thought to myself, you're not the norm of a young, talented musician today. They're all seeking fame and fortune.
Yeah.
They're on every reality programme they can get on, every magazine they can possibly get in, just about everything they can possibly do. It's the fame and fortune.
Yeah.
And it's like you were born in the wrong time, sort of.
Yeah, I don't think that they realise what they're getting themselves into. You know what I mean? It's like you want something until you have it, and then you're like, oh, what'd I do? That was a bad idea. You know, it's just not really all that fun. It's nice to sing and, you know, move people and make music and create and play to like 20,000 people. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, amazing.
Yeah.
But all the other stuff that they're all chasing after, I don't think that's very fun for me. But then again, you know, each to one's own.
Yeah, no, but you seem to have the right attitude because you've made your name, and you've got an incredible name in the music business. But you seem to have the attitude of, well, I'm doing it because I love the music, not
Yeah.
because I want those other things. I mean, I don't know whether you and Wendy came... Morning, Mum.
Yeah, Mum's
Wendy.
here.
Morning, Mum. I don't know whether you came in a stretched limo today, did you?
No. Yeah, we left the stretch at home.
Because you don't seem to do that sort of thing.
No, I think it's a bit silly. I'd rather spend more money on like a string session or something.
Yeah.
You know, than a car that I'm just going to drive into the hedge anyway.
Can you wander around Tiverton
Yeah.
and Exeter and everywhere
Yes,
you live?
I can. Now, this is the beauty of it, is that I can make my music, do the job that I love, have all those lovely things going on, sing with great people, and I can walk down the street. And that is really special, I think. I don't want to not be able to live my life, because I love my life just as much as I love my music. You know, it's just nice. I can go shopping right now, right after this interview,
And
and
do
no one
people
will bother me. Everyone's
Oh, really?
cool.
Or they say,
Yeah.
hi, Joss. Or
If they say hi, they say, can I have a picture? And I go, yeah, okay. And then that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And it's really cool. Like, I don't have to worry.
Is it different in America, though?
No.
Really?
I honestly, I think if you kind of act like you're a certain thing, then you'll be treated
A
like
diva.
that. If I was walking around with my hair and curls and shades on with two big men either side of me,
Nice.
it would be a different reaction.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just am who I am, and then people
Yeah.
will take me as I present
So
myself.
you think they sort of court that sort of thing, don't they? So
Yeah.
basically, you just love them. Because
Yeah.
I get the feeling that if it all ended tomorrow, you'd just stay down here and stay singing at your mum, in
Totally.
your club at Mama Stone's,
Yeah.
and doing your sessions and recording what you like, when you like.
Yeah, it's nice.
Because you've tried it other people's way.
Yep, I have.
Yeah.
And that is the thing, is that it's not like I haven't done that. And I've done it now.
And it
I
made
can
you
tick it off my
unhappy?
list. It did, yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
really like it that much.
Yeah.
But I think this is the thing, a lot of people want that for you, especially people that love and care for you, because they think, well, that's success.
Yeah.
But I think it's only success if it makes you happy. So, you know, it's hard for people to understand, but
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
happy when I'm...
It can appear to
at
be wayward, especially when you're much younger.
Yes.
And I'm sure there are lots of us alpha ladies that appear to be wayward and just turning things down for the sake of it.
Yeah.
But it's actually
there's reasons.
not really, it doesn't really make me happy. I can do it, but it's not what I want to do.
Exactly.
Because I saw you on Jonathan Ross the other, was it a couple of months ago now?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And he hinted at, and you brushed over it, and I thought, oh yeah, that's not her kind of thing at all.
Oh, what did he?
Well, that you were asked to be a judge on The Voice.
Oh, yes.
And
They always try and do that.
is that another one of those
Yeah.
rumours that you're a lesbian and you're going out with Nelly and
Yeah, right.
yeah, all that sort of thing? Is that one of those?
No, it wasn't a rumour. It's just every now and then I get sent emails and it's, will you do this? And I just said, no. And had my reasons for saying no. And it might be, there's loads of different reasons, really. It might be because I was too busy or because
Yeah.
I didn't want to be that much on television.
Yeah.
Or because, there's loads of other reasons.
Yeah,
But,
I'm sort of suspecting that you don't like that manufactured thing for
yeah,
people.
it's not really... You know what I don't like about it?
Yeah.
There are things I do like. When I heard about it, when I got the email, I thought, this could be good because it's focused on The Voice. And how lovely. What a wonderful idea. Especially when the other X Factors and stuff are out there.
Yeah.
Compared, it seems like a great one. But actually, I don't know how I feel about when people really take their craft seriously. It's very scary to stand up in front of anybody, let alone the nation and the country that you live in, and do that and put yourself out there. And I just don't think it's a joke. And even if they might be terrible, it's just like, that's harsh. And music is about, there is no wrong, there is no right. We should collaborate together. We should work together and bounce off of each other and be excited by all the differences that we hear. But we're not supposed to judge each other. That's not the point. It's so far from the point. So that's kind of why I'm not really into it. But at the same time, it's quite fun to watch, and it does help people get exposure. So
I love it.
I went on a television show when I was 14,
Yeah,
13.
Jonathan's Ross, wasn't it?
No, it was
Big talent.
Jane McDonald, Star for a Night, when I
that
was a
one,
little
yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
And if I hadn't have done that show, I don't know what would have happened. So I can say all this now, and then
Yeah.
on the other hand, that exposure is, it's
Yeah.
like gold to some people.
But did that continue to groom you? It didn't. It was just the one.
it was
star-
just the one thing.
Yeah, that's the difference, isn't it?
And when it goes on for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, then
they
it
turn
starts
you
to
into
get a bit...
something that you're not. Because Alexander Burke is a friend of yours,
Yes,
isn't she?
she was on that show with me.
She was on that show.
Yeah.
And then she was on... Oh, gosh, which was the other?
She was
it
on,
Pop Idol or Britain... No,
She was on X Factor.
X Factor, that's it.
Yeah, she did really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's had some...
And now
hits.
she's had this lovely career that she's always wanted, so it's really worked for Alex.
But hasn't she recently, hasn't her her label dropped her or something?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I might, no, to be careful with me.
Oh,
but I'm
no,
sure
I hope not.
heard something about it, that she's changed label or whatever.
Oh.
Because that's the thing with these programmes.
Maybe she's getting stronger.
There you are.
I would expect that that's the case.
Yeah.
She's a very strong lady, but Alex just... all she wants to do is sing and dance and have a lovely time.
Because she went
you know.
into an area that I thought, I didn't think you were going to sing those sort of songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is the thing with her. She's just so happy to just be part of it. Whereas with me, I'm a little bit more difficult. I'm not happy to be part of it unless it's a certain way.
Yeah.
And I think for a record label, that's not something they want to mess with. They're just like, oh, God, I can't be bothered to deal with her.
Your name's
But,
difficult, aren't you?
Yes,
You know,
that's difficult, apparently.
Yeah, it's
but
like Barbara Streisand.
I'm okay with being a little bit difficult.
Hugely talented people usually are.
Yeah,
They know what they
I just
like.
want to be proud of what I do.
Yeah.
And I wish I wasn't so stuck in my ways, but I am, so I've just accepted it now.
That's age for you.
Yeah.
So what about, because the last time you were here was 2006, and I think you were talking about Mama Stone's Academy. Have you been working with young people?
Yeah, actually, there's a guy called Lee Coleman that my mum works with.
Yeah.
And we just did 3 songs with him.
Ah.
And God, his voice is amazing. It's really great. You look at him and you don't expect it to happen. He's very, very soulful. And I think he did a video yesterday, didn't he, Ma?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
A little thing.
We did a little video, so I think they're going to pop out a couple songs and see what happens.
Because you wanted it all to be very sort of organic, like singing in the front room, recording in the background room, which is what
nice to do
you're comfortable with, what you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
So you've been doing a little bit of that.
I've been doing a bit of that, yeah. I've been working with my friend Jonathan Shorten up in his house.
Right.
He's kind of created this studio, and it's actually his home. So he's got wires going everywhere, all over the place. So in the living room, you know, the piano's all mic'd up, and then there's wires going all the way up to the top of the house. It's quite mad, actually, but it's nice because it's in his home. And then sometimes we go down to mine.
That's nice.
And work in the cottage.
Just really very organic then. It is just moving around and doing it. Yeah.
It's nice because then I can walk my dogs and then make a record and then go see my mum for a cup of tea. How nice is that?
God,
it's like a normal job. Like people go to work and they actually go home. Imagine that.
Well,
wow.
It's not what we think of with a pop superstar, really.
No, we have to go to I don't know, another country for 3 months.
Yeah.
And it just seems like, unnecessary, really. We've got.
So, who have you? I had a whole list of people that huge heroes and heroines of yours that you've sung with.
Yeah.
And you never did get to sing with Aretha yet.
No,
did
I
you?
did.
You did for her.
I sang for her.
And didn't you give her a song?
I gave her a song. Oh God, Judi, this is a terrible story.
Is it? Is it too painful to talk about?
No, it's okay. she's the queen, you know. So she's like. She is the queen, and she certainly knows it. And it's like, I'm not really afraid of anyone apart from Aretha. I really feel like, oh my God, I'm going to say the wrong thing. And, you know, she just holds this massive energy. It's so powerful, and you hear it, obviously, in her voice. But yeah, I wrote this song. It's funny because it was actually about Alex.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. We were hanging out a lot. This was years ago. And I sent it to Aretha, and she calls me and she goes, I have heard the song, and yes, I will sing it. I was like, okay, Aretha. She's like, that's Miss Franklin. I was like, oh, okay, Miss Franklin. I'm like 18. I'm like, oh my God. And then she said, okay, so you talk to my lawyer and da-da-da. Long story short, he was not trying to talk to me. So I was like, okay, this lawyer man is standing in front, in between me and Aretha singing together. And, he wouldn't have it. He wouldn't send me anything. So I never got to do it. But she did say she liked it.
Well, that's
good. All that matters to me. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Like, she liked my song.
But, you know,
the end.
When you are, I guess, in that position, when a young pretender, which she might have looked, you know, and thought,
I think so, yeah. Especially since I'm trying to sing soul music. And from her point of view, what right do I have?
Yeah,
you know? Like, I'm this little white girl from Devon.
Yeah, you're not poor, you're not black.
Right.
In the church.
Exactly.
You haven't done the gospel singing.
Exactly.
So
all I've been is inspired, that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
To her.
I would love her to have heard you on Jonathan Ross the other day when you sang
I
a
sang
cappella.
a song, oh my God.
You make me feel like a natural...
I was shaking inside. I was like, oh my God.
But tell me, why didn't you sing that night with a band? Why did you...
With the band?
Yeah, why?
I don't think that they... I don't know why. I don't think that they could do it. No, he just said, will you just sing...
They had
on the couch.
Justin
I did.
Trouser Snake on, didn't they?
Oh, that was it. Yeah, he sang his song, didn't he? Well, there you go. So that's why. But they still wanted me to sing, which I think is
I'd
quite
like
sweet.
to have heard him sit and sing a cappella.
Oh.
Because we all had shivers down our spine when he sang that. And I thought,
that's sweet.
I thought, that is amazing. Why isn't she up there singing with a band behind her? But you know what? You didn't need it. You didn't need it.
Oh, that's nice.
So I looked at your blog. You're very naughty. You're not blogging.
I know. I've got to do it more often, haven't I?
Well,
sometimes I go in like a spat and I just do it.
It looks like you don't have a career anymore.
I know.
Because you haven't told me any stories on it.
I know.
To see what's happened.
Did you read my stories when I put them up ages ago?
Ages ago.
They were fun,
But
weren't
then it ends. It totally
ends. Because I was on tour, and when I get off the bus and go into the hotel, all I have to do is wait for the gig.
Yeah.
I've got nothing left to do. I don't know anyone there apart from go shopping, but I mean, it's boring, isn't it? So I just write blogs. But I don't do that at home. I'm really busy.
Good.
You know?
Well, that's good.
Got no time.
That's lovely. So you're getting older. I have a life. I have time to blog for you. But tell me about some of the because I also I don't see your name at those party in the parks, tea at the wherever, and something orange juice at the
festivals. You mean?
Yeah.
You know, I don't really do them. I've made a decision.
Yeah.
And I hope people don't take offence to it because I don't mean offence. It's because I love England.
Yeah.
And I love living here and I love my home. My decision is I don't want to tour in England ever. I might do like one gig every now and then.
Yeah.
I'm doing a magic gig. And I'm doing a gig at my mum's and I'm trying to do monthly gigs at my mum's, you know, just to keep the music going and bring down people to collaborate with. Like Knit and Sawney might come later, which would be
Beverly
lovely.
Knight.
Beverly's going to come on the 3rd. So I'm doing stuff like that. But I don't think I'll ever do like a real tour of all the festivals. I don't want to do it because I think it would just ruin my my home life.
Right.
And I'll go around the world somewhere else, and then I'll come home and it'll be like, oh.
But do you want to go around the world? I mean, what was it? Beijing?
Oh yeah, I did Beijing. That was wicked.
Bizarre, wasn't it?
Yeah, really mad. I want to tour the world. I want to play every country in the world.
But you want them at least to leave the audience there and not the army to come in and shovel them out.
Oh yeah. Honestly.
So, hello, stop, I'm singing.
It was ridiculous. I've never played such a strange gig in all of my life. It was like lined with military and they were all dressed up and quite scary looking.
Yeah.
And they were packed like sardines next to each other. There must have been 400 or 500 of them or something crazy like that. So they lined the front of the stage and then the outside of the audience, and then they slowly like walked them out. And I was like, hello? Because I was the last person on. And I thought, well, but I guess they've never had a festival really before. So they don't know what to do. It's the weirdest thing.
So you want somebody to come and say, hey, she's sung for Aretha Franklin, where are you going?
They're like, you know, it's a gig, you're supposed to kind of
How
stay.
strange, yeah. Well, that will put you off gigging for a while.
It was weird.
Yeah.
But I would love to go back, weirdly enough, because I just find it really quirky.
But what about now? This album is the Soul Sessions Volume 2. Now this is was last year, and you're releasing singles from it.
Yeah.
When are you writing some more stuff?
I am writing more stuff.
Yeah.
I'm making a reggae record at the moment.
Oh, are you?
But I've been making it for so long. You know, I started it with Damian Marley when we were doing the Super Heavy sessions.
Right. Now, he's how related to Damian Marley?
Damian is Bob's son.
Is Bob's son, right?
Yeah. And he's amazing. Oh, I love working with him. So I was writing some stuff with Jonathan Shorten, which had some kind of reggae vibes, and then I went to do the Super Heavy thing, and then Damian was like, you should make a reggae record. Do it. So I started doing some stuff, but then, you know, they're just chilling, aren't they?
Yeah.
Everyone's just chilling.
Yeah.
And I'm quite fast the way I make records. I get like, oh, I'm in the moment. I've got to make it now. I've got to do it.
Yeah.
And it seems that I'm the only one in that space.
That's hard then.
So I feel like I've been a little bit, it's been bitty.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to do it because I do like it still. After 3 years, if you still like it, it's worth going back.
But don't go for the dreadlocks. Not a good look.
No.
Not a good look. Let them chill and wear the dreadlocks.
It's too fluffy.
It is.
I don't think, the fluff would suit me.
Yeah. Well, it is a great album. We played it.
Thank you.
We played it when it came out, and we played the intro and The Love We Had, which I'm glad we had a little chat about this. I'm glad it was. I thought when I saw this, I thought, oh no, not that awful Harold Melvin the Blue Note song, but it's the Dells song. Yeah. So some lovely old covers on this.
Yeah,
great.
We had fun.
They're these all kind of songs that you grew up with.
You know, some of them were.
Yeah.
But some of them I didn't even know before I was singing them. Steve Greenberg is the guy that signed me when I was a little girl.
Yeah.
And he had the idea for the Soul Sessions at the very beginning. And it was his baby really, and I just was the singer, learning as I went. So he called me up, he said, hey Joss, you know, it's almost 10 years now since we've done that. Should we do it again? And I said, yeah, all right. So we had a day where we just listened to loads and loads and loads of songs. And yeah, I just chose from a list that he had. I took like 25 into the studio, and I listened through a bit before, but not too much, because I didn't want to, you know, make a replica. So I just played it. The band were ready to go. I pressed play and I go, "How about this one, boys?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, cool." And we'd go in and we'd just jam around in the chords that were there, and then try to make it up and make it a little bit different, and cut it like maybe 3 times, and then we just move on. So it's as organic as I could make it, with changing it at the same time, trying to be respectful of the song. It's kind of difficult when you're doing covers, but it was good fun, and it was, you know, like electric energy. I thought it was good.
Well, you've done them proud. As we said, you've got Beverly coming down on the 3rd of July. She's got a great voice as well.
She's amazing, isn't she?
But let's hope she's not as loud as Mick Jagger. He's quite loud, isn't he?
He's pretty loud.
But then you've sung with Tom as well.
Yeah, he's
loud.
He bellows. He for sure bellows.
But Beverly, she's this tiny little person.
I know,
Don't
she's
know where
like
that
a
voice,
fairy.
Where is that voice?
Don't
Where is
know.
that rib cage?
It's hidden in there.
I think she's taken the ribs out.
Yeah.
Just to get the lungs.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be a great night. Expect
It
you're
will be
sold out
awesome.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait.
Yeah.
We're going to sing some mad songs together. It's going to be good.
Would have been nice, but Wednesday night, school night, I can't come. Just,
Oh, no.
Yeah, 9 o'clock, I'm in bed. Anyway, and you're doing the Magic Summer Live at Guildford.
Yeah, I am.
And Beverly's there with you as well, isn't she?
Yeah, Beverly is. And Jamiroquai, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've never met him, so I'm excited, because he's got a great voice on him as well.
He has, and a great fan of Stevie Wonder.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, right,
I think
cool.
it was a great influence to
Oh,
him,
yeah,
Stevie
I do
Wonder.
hear that. Yeah,
Yeah.
come to think of it, I
Maybe
hear
you
that in
could
his
take
voice.
him one of your granny's hats.
Yes, I should.
Because he wears all those hats,
I
doesn't he?
should.
Knitted hats, and your granny
That's a
makes
good
those
point,
hats.
actually. I'll get
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I've got loads of them.
It's lovely to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you, Wendy.
Judy.
Oh, lovely to see